All right. We live. Let's see what we got. All right, let me clear out the Gongi box. All right, time to do some encounters. I get Roamer. I get Seafloor Cavern and Pacific Log first because Cave of Origin will close before I can get the Roamer. All right, so we do those three in that order. Well, let's see what's available. Seafloor Cavern. It's just Hammerot. Just Hammerot. Just Hammerot. Duped. Audino. Frostlass. Or this one. So this is Grimmsnarl or Samurott. Yeah, I think getting a pure fairy type is the way to go. Not a pure fairy type, a fairy type, period. So let's do that. Hammerarm, Foul Play, Play Rough, Spirit Break. Gliscor looks like a pretty good one. What level is this going to be? Okay. Definitely Gliscor. When I planned E4s, what was the starting approach? I love that question. First of all, hello, Slothy. Great to see you. Yeah, step one, I look for a short while at every single fight, and I ask myself, is there a Pokemon I can't deal with, period? And usually, for me, the Marshadow can be a box check. The Yveltal can be a problem because I've had Fairyless 2 out of the 4 times I've been in the Elite Four. Fairy Pokemon just don't like me. And then who else has been a box check? Sometimes Drake Doubles is just impossible. The Enamorus can be a box check. The Calyrex can be a box check. On Glacia Singles is kind of demonic. So I do a cursory look at each fight, and I just sort of like sketch together a not at all optimized line. And usually I can do that for like every single battle pretty easily. And I have a pretty good idea of which one is worst for my box. And then I put down the singles, and I go look at the double battles. And I try to find a double battle that I can cheese with... Cheese is the wrong word. That I can, like, pretty much do the fight with, like, 3 mons. Because that gives me the most flexibility than the rest of my team. And usually that answer is Glacia Doubles. But sometimes it's, like, Encore Sydney. And then, you know, once I've sketched together, like, okay, this single battle's the worst. This double battle's the easiest for my box. From there, I start hard calcing each fight and trying to figure out, you know, how do I A, minimize risk, and then how do I do it cool? What's up, Dave? What's up, Monkey? Hello, friends. Cheers to all of you. Welcome in. We're mostly just here to get encounters. I have a mini box refill, definitely the last of the run. I have roamer routes saved. And I have, so I'm gonna get like 4 encounters today, maybe 5. Slothy, I'm not sure how much you missed, but I like basic calc the singles. I look for hard counters to my box that I can just cross out. Then I look for the easiest double I can find, and easiest is not defined by, the easiest is defined by number of Pokemon needed to like do most of the fight, right? Like your Gutsar's Haluna Glacia Doubles, your Encore Prim Sydney Singles, or even your like Clefable Latios Drake Doubles, right? Like there's, so you got your and I also I'll lump Phoebe Singles with Dark Urshifu into that, where it's just like one Pokemon beats the fight. And then from there, I start trying to piece together how do I beat the ones that look the hardest, and then I'll figure out the rest. Can you redeem Calc Doctor for a different game? You can. I'm not sure how well it's going to benefit you, but you absolutely can, Dave. Joke or not, I will do my best. You will also have to link for me the calc of the game, if that is something that you really want. Also, chat, open to ideas. I need to actually get some of the sound bites into my stream. You know, when people follow, I can play the little thing, and when you guys redeem Calc Doctor, I want to have like a little message that said the doctor is in. And I'm looking for inspiration or ideas. So if you have any, drop me a chat, drop me a DM. I'd appreciate it. You don't think 5 goats and a bum is enjoyable, but maybe it's a solution? Depends on what you're going for. I wanted my original winning run E4, my goal was riskless. Period, end of story, riskless. I happened to find a new mon, and I happened to find some interesting stuff that I could do. But the only stuff that was important to me at the time was riskless and entirely calced by me, meaning I didn't I had watched some E4s naturally, but I didn't go VOD watching. Right, just figure out what's important to you and prioritize that. I can't answer that for you. If 5 goats is boring, then send some risk and don't bring 5 goats. I haven't really factored in whether it's 5 goats, 1 bum to my E4s, but it just sort of has happened that I have never brought a 5 goats E4. That said, I think part of that is that I don't like Sleepbot is disinteresting to me. Like, it was really cool the first time it was done, and I might very well have to do it in NG++ with Halucha, but it's not a compelling watch, so I will do and have done everything in my power before even considering Sleepbot or pre-sleep Golly specifically to do E4s. Because it just, like the first, again, when a real, I think it was a real cutie did it. It was like, he broke the E4. But then the E4 was broken, and every pre-sleep since then to me has been kind of a yawner. But you know what those people are? They are on the sheet, Slothy. They beat the game. So, there you go. Alright, I have already forgotten what I'm doing. Y'all got me chatting, which is great. We need to bring this Gliscor. Yes. How does Volk do on foul play? Pretty good, actually. Alright, so we'll bring Volk. Hammer Arms, we can't bring Avalug. Let's just bring Blastoise as just like my tankiest Pokemon in general. And actually don't have a lot of stuff. Swampert's pretty tanky. And maybe Goodra. Oh, right, I have to look at the other Pokemon. The other Pokemon that's here is Samurott, who probably has knockoff, foul play knockoff Jet Pump. Alright, well that sounds like Altaria. So let's bring Mega Altaria. And then I feel pretty solid about this group. I'm actually going to bring 2 Megas, which is a little silly. Nah, no I won't. Alright, good. Let's also get Blastoise level 99, or level 91. Pokeball check, it's been a while. Actually kind of low. I have 32 timer balls though, it should be okay. Wait a minute. One more thing, because Cave of Origin is open now. Sableye, Mawile, Audino, Grimmsnarl. Okay, and then Pacific Log is... I can get guaranteed Sableye, or I think I go for Reuniclus anyway. Okay, I'm just doing the Seafloor Cavern one, it's fine. Apparently my, whatchamacallit isn't on. HSY! Yeah, I don't think I could be winging fights less. Spending... Honestly, Sootopolis Gym has always been one of the least fun, most difficult sections for me, and this run is no different. This run is that to the extreme. So I've been looking at the builder and just closing the browser and moving on. I have not prepped a single fight in the past week. But I can at least get myself the encounters to figure out what I have. Norman Calx. Is that Norman of Run and Bun? Yeah, T Gamers has disappeared. I love that guy. He did appear in Cheese's chat earlier today for a couple minutes. I've seen him playing Call of Duty, which he doesn't usually stream. But if you're on Discord during the day and he's playing, you can see that he's on Xbox Live. So he's gaming. He's just not Pokemon gaming. That happened before. He got really burnt out of Run and Bun and took a break. And he took a long one. It was a lot. It was a while. I think Dave eventually talked him back into playing. And he got his PB after he came back, all that stuff. This room doesn't have encounters, so this is room 8 if I remember correctly. Oh. Can't escape. I forgot about this annoying part. So let me save so I don't get knocked off a million times. I do not care about... There's so much extra getting to encounters that I don't... Like, I'm not shed shelling. I don't care about that. So I will just... If something kills me as I'm running, I'm just going to reset. Just announce that ahead of time. These are the things that do not care. I do not care. That's for original playthroughs in my mind. Versus the mental health run. No, we didn't want that one. Bummer. Okay. 50-50. Samurott, Hisui, Hydro Pump, Knockoff, Foul Play, Jet. We're just going to go directly to Altaria, who will wall this as a fairy. Do I want a Facade first? Samurott, Hisui, level 80. Foul play. First of all, what's your catch rate? 45. It's a starter, so it doesn't have a great catch rate. Aqua Jet. Knockoff and what? Hydro Pump. Okay, I kind of take nothing from this, so I am... I don't really do any damage to it either. I'm faster than him, so he's not like max speed. Okay, one encounter. Yeah. Unsure why that is. Now we do... Pacific Log. I think for Uniclus is the best option, but there's an argument for Sableye to get guaranteed Grimmsnarl. Not guaranteed, better chances of Grimmsnarl. Like, is Uniclus going to be that useful? It's a Future Sight Mon, but like the Future Sight stuff is kind of probably done. It's another Recovery Mon with 110 base special attack. It's not terrible. foul play Sableye. Sableye is bad, but it's a fake out Detectmon. And then Frostlass is just a meme. I'm gonna follow the plan, which is fish. But let's get a catch squad. Okay, if we get Reuniclus, it's Psychic. Just bring a Dark type. Okay, we bring you. And we bring you because you tank special moves, sure. And then we get Sableye, who Altaria can deal with. Sure. And Frostlass, Ice Beam, Hex, Shadow Ball. Ice Beam, this. Honestly, that seems like we should just bring Samurott, so I'm gonna look at this guy now. Gentle, it's not even a good one, but we'll bring this. Last couple encounters have been buns on Nature's IVs and such. Let's just lead Samurott. Everybody, it does well into everything. Ghastly is a dupe. Sableye. Okay. I don't think Sableye's a dupe. I'm pretty sure it's not. Let me double check. Because I have this inkling. It's available. There we go. Okay. Recover, Sucker, Foul Play, Shadow Ball. Ooh, that is so much damage. Okay, so this guy looks like he's not bulky, which is hilarious because he's already not bulky. Potentially minus defense. Okay, 0 for 2. Fish in our wish. Next. Cave of Origin now is Audino, Mawile, Grimmsnarl. Grim, we just want a fairy type. We would like not Audino. Even though Audino is a normal type. Oh, I have a normal type now. I have this guy. So Audino adds nothing to the box. Mawile or Grimmsnarl. Yes, please. Grimmsnarl. I think preferred. All right, we just prep for this guy. We bring you. Great. And then from Mawile, Play Rough, Knockoff, Ironhead, Scary Face. What's up, Danger Mans? What's going on, man? Welcome in. It's my turn to play some jazz. Bring our one steel type. Bring this guy again. Oh, bring you. You're the guy. And then Audino. What the heck does Audino even get here? Moonblast, Last Resort, Hyper Voice, and Heal Pulse. Okay. Okay. Off of 60 special attack. Goodra will just tank that for me. Plus that. What time is it where you are? I feel like you have... I never know when you're going to be live or not. But that is excellent news. Have a great stream. Decent chance I raid in. Alright, Blastoise has helped us out before. Maybe Blastoise can be the guy pull, because Gliscor didn't do it. Oh, night job. That makes sense. That makes sense. Clefable? Nope. We had Clefable last run. It came to one fight, but it did a job that nothing else in my box could do before it died. We appreciate it. We had a minimum special attack Clefable as well. Night job. Whew. Good for you, Danger. What's up, Jay? You're going King Crabfish, and now it's even more F than before. We did it! We got it! Blastoise guy pull. There we go. Blastoise had the guy pull. We have a fairy type, guys! Okay, and this is... Play Rough, Hammer Arm, I think, Spirit Break, and like Foul Play. Let's double check that. Can't spell foul either. Excellent. Hammer arm, foul play, spirit break, play rough. Nailed it. Can't imagine we're risked anything here. We are not. How about like minimum spadef? Can I kill with surf? No. Ooh, I could actually kill minimum spadef with surf. Yeah, I understand that. E4 guy in, probably not. We get Enamorous, but this means we no longer have to, we don't necessarily need Enamorous immediately. I don't know if that's true. We'll see. Ow. Yeah, Monkey, after my last wild E4, I no longer just assume that I know what I'm bringing to the E4. I don't know. Like, let's just make it there. Sky Pillar. I swear I turned off the repel. Come on. On the repel, that is. It's funny you say that, Danger Mans. For me, the encounter tables in Null are like, there's too many Pokemon that you can get total, and there's too many... Not I just made the wrong way to say it. You get so many Pokemon that it kind of like balances out the part where Terra wants you to sack more, because you sack 10 extra Pokemon and you still have more Mons. I do like the encounter tables being so broad that I think that hurts guy packing. I should say it hurt. I mean, people can guy pack, but one, it makes guy packing more annoying and take longer, and two, it adds more variety to early game, which I think we can all agree early games get pretty monotonous when you play them a bunch of times. Oh, we also get an encounter here when the time comes, which the time can immediately. I think we get like a Flygon, which probably won't help a ton, but it's at least a dragon with a with a flying immunity, or ground immunity. I only have Altaria for that, which doesn't really function properly. Yeah, I'm a little bummed that people are giving Null the what I'll just call the run and bun treatment. Like, I would, and this is just me, like, this is me being a curmudgeon and saying get off my lawn. Like, I wish people would just let the new game be new. Play it without the dock, not play test stuff, not guy pack, clause bugs, don't clause I'm not sure if it's a bug, don't clause vanilla mechanics because we're used to run and bun, shout out to Cheese earlier. Like, just, it's a new game. It's going to be frustrating. We're going to take our lumps and it's going to be really fun as a community. Like, that's, I wish we could just do that. And I understand it's easy to say and hard to do, but that's still my wish. Yeah, it was that bad in Run and Bun as well. Monkey, it was an all-time low for me watching Cheese strongly consider and then immediately regret not clausing a vanilla mechanic. Just like he was going to clause, I didn't know that's how it worked because he's used to Run and Bun, and Run and Bun is bugged. So he thought the same interaction. He just assumed it would work the way it works in Run and Bun, even though how it works in Run and Bun is counterintuitive and wrong. I'm glad he didn't. Like, he's done oopsies before, right? Like, and I've done oopsies before. I've done them on this run. Like, neither one of us is perfect. But that was, I don't know, clausing vanilla mechanic wasn't something I had seen him do before, and I was glad he didn't all of a sudden, like, go there. Kind of get where I'm coming from. The virtue only has a purpose as far as it makes the experience more fun and rewarding. One, that's a completely healthy and fair mindset. So I do not disagree with anything there. The part that I'm gonna debate is, and this isn't specific to you, a lot of people will say that, and then those same people will want credit and accolades and be on the sheet or whatever the recognition that you get from winning the game is, right? That's public, and it's based on how you go through the game. And so when you go through so I presume that everyone is generally, if you're doing a hardcore Nuzlocke, that means you want to beat the game on hard mode. And so you're signing up for that, and then when we do things to take away from it, it's, I don't know, it's not as cool. It doesn't mean it isn't fun, doesn't mean you can't do it. But I think it changes things a bit. I think it's a really fine line to walk, and maybe you walk it really well. I don't know. I haven't really seen you clause anyway, admittedly. I think you're a great dude. But I've seen that statement so many times, and that statement most of the time isn't being said as honestly as the people saying it think it is. Have I spoiled much of Null for myself? I've only really glanced at mid-game streams in the Bug Reports channel. I have not spoiled much of Null for myself at all. I stop in because I like the people, so I've been stopping in a stream, saying hello, spending 10 minutes, and kind of getting out of there. I've always, just like my own runs, I get attached. So I tend to spend more time in the streams of people that are struggling, and then I really lock into their streams when the people that struggled start to find success. So like, I haven't been, like, I used to be in Cheese's stream all the time. I haven't been in his stream a ton, or not as much as I used to be. Cause he's just kind of cruising through the game. Like, there's no adversity. I don't know his box. And like, good for him. It's an incredible run. He's doing fantastic. But because it hasn't had the strife, I haven't gotten the same level of attachment, right? Like when T Gamers got his first run to Surf Sim, like if I wasn't at that stream, I was waking up in the morning and turning on the VOD, or coming home from work and turning on. Like, I could not miss a fight. And right now, I don't have that experience with any part of Null. You've got scatterbrained because of chronic concussion. Oof. So for me, if a plan that messes up due to something I forget, I would clause that. You know, that's pretty reasonable, Danger. I have no health over anything else that I have said, right? I mean, I mental health clause this run because I strongly believe that health and fun are the most important. I'm with you. The plan is the most fun part. when I first went live Danger, that was my approach. And then I found out how bad I was at steering and managing in-fight variance, because sometimes lines are imperfect. And I now have a great respect for the execution of the fight. It's not an equally important skill to the planning. The planning is by far the most important skill, but it is still an important skill. The ones that I like, forgetting a citrus berry, or like I forgot pre-burn or pre-toxic specifically, because you have to like walk up to the fight and then pre-toxic, like that. I don't even think of that as a clause. I just think of that as like you planned it out, you walked up, and like, all right, it had nothing to do with your preparation or your execution. It just is. But like executing the line, like I would tell you, if you're forgetting stuff regularly, like let's write them down. There's a way to deal with that. But totally fair when you factor in brain damage. Hard to argue with that. All right, let's check out the new guys. You guys saw this one. Let's remind ourselves how excellent this gentle Samurott is. And then when our Grimmsnarl is cracked because we didn't catch it here, we're going to feel great. Does this guy have... I think this is a pretty average bulk guy in general. No, it is terrible SPDEF, and it's supposed to have a little bit more defense, so that is an L nature. 21 attack is fine, though. And it is a mixed attacker. Alright, next guy. Sableye. I don't even know if the stuff matters here. Modest. This guy doesn't do damage. Huge foul play value. That is a Pokemon. Oh, wow. Guy in. That definitely goes in the Freaks. That definitely goes in the Freaks channel. Hold up. The numbers are so little. Relaxed is I think that's a good nature. Grimmsnarl is not fast. Right? Base 60 speed. So it's not really outspeeding anything on the E4. It is Prankster, which is guaranteed, but it doesn't come with any status moves. Prankster, Swagger, E4, Soy. I mean, pretty good. Oh, I didn't realize how not bulky guy is. You don't like to see zeros, but 4 HP, 3 SPDEF is a bummer, but solid. I would call that above average for sure. I think it's a slightly positive nature, and we got, I think, the right IVs in the right places. All right, how about we go catch a Nurse Soy, huh? Here's the situation. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 routes, but really, well, I have 4 to 6 routes saved for Roamer. There are only 3 Roamers left. Enamorous is the prize. And then there's Cresselia and Tornadus. If I see Torn, I run. If I see Cress, I sit there and think about it really hard. I have already searched for Nurse Soy so many times. We were 0 for 10 in the original run. We specifically ran 10 attempts just to get the one Pokemon and failed. So surely, We're due. Blastoise, bring us home. You get the second Master Ball in Victory Road. I have tried to calc one. It has not looked good. And having a 4x fighting resist that kills Salamence would go a really long way. It would also be an instant E4 mon. Timid and Amorous is a crazy E4 mon, so like I would probably catch it and scale the nature. It is, if I needed to. Like, I can't stress enough how bad Sootopolis Gym looks, and I know I've been saying that for a lot of the last part of the game. It's been true the whole time, but I think that Sootopolis is the most real wipe point left in the game, especially the 2 back-to-back fights in the gym. And so, in my head, if I get through Sootopolis, I'll win. That's not really how it works. I'm sure there'll be risk in other places, because I don't really have riskless fights anymore. But that's how it feels to me. All right, we're at 124. Do I have the Devon radar? Did he give it to me? Or do I need to go talk to him first? Devon scope. Oh, I had it wrong. No, Devon scope is the other one. Okay, I gotta go talk to him first. Oh, and I can go to Evergrande City now if I want. So I can go catch a Mawile as well. I think that's the only mon I have left over there. Just catch all the fairy types. We saved them. Sorry, I do have quick balls, right? Just in case. Can you imagine if we quick balled a roamer? We quick ball Torn, and that means we get the last 3. That would be crazy. Is responding! Alright, let's save. Oh, I just realized that saving doesn't even work. Deactivated. Come on. Thundy. Oh, that's right. There's going to be a billion dupes. I didn't think about that. This might take a minute. We can try to quick ball all the ones we already had because it's fun. Okay. Surely it's... What? How is it already responding again? That seems crazy. But we'll find out. If it's the same one, it won't matter. It'll be a dupe. Oh, that's the tricky one. I think I run the first time. I think that's the correct play. It's tricky because the best odds right? The earlier you catch one, the better odds you have overall. But I think I just need to get high rolls. I think the whole game has been about making sure that you high roll the important spots, both in fights and in encounters. No! Oh, I thought it held. It took like an extra instant. Oh. Oh, it got me so good. All right, that's 124 down. Now we can go over to 126. Yeah. Oh, right. We are enam hunting. Once again. Another Thundy. Come on, Blastoise, bring it home. Bring me the nurse. Bring me the nurse! Yeah, Enamorus, Torn, and Cresselia are left. Right, I've had 4 out of 7. Math. I had the Lati twins last run. Latios came to the Elite Four. So let me keep this straight, because I want to, at the end of this, I want to do the math. So we got, what was that? We got Thundy, And then we got Cress. And then we got Latios. And Thundy again. And then another Cress. Okay. Now we go to 133. Which is a little scary because it has all the optionals. Which I don't feel like doing right now, so I think I'm just going to go back to 124. Because technically 129 has an encounter for me, as does 131. Yeah, so I'm just going to go back to well, I can just keep doing it here. How is it responding again? That's crazy. Well, no, 14 flips was 50-50s though, right? These are 1 and 7s. But it's going to be like 40 flips. 40 attempts at it. I don't understand how this is responding again. Because each other time it ran, it wasn't here. Right? Dave, am I crazy that this would be a different roamer? I think this has to be a different roamer. Yeah, it was. Because it moves when it runs. What's up, T-Gamers? T-Gamers! T, I need Nurse Soy right now. I need her. Bring me the nurse. That's not the nurse. I'm doing great. How are you doing, T? Yep, Enamorous is what we need. Hello, T-Gamers. My hero. Oh, man. I'm sorry for her. That said, you're the real one. You're a good one, T. This with T-Gamers brought me Nurse Soy. This is for T. T, this is for you. Do not throw a quick ball. The last Mick. How's that? Do I need to do better? I feel like I need to. I can't see myself. She's real. Oh, that's a comma. We can't have that. Do we have apostrophe? Close enough. Save immediately. Be timid. They're all timid. Everyone else gets a timid nurse soy. First try. We took like 30. Gentle. Okay. But it is 31 speed. We did not hit the one. He hit special attack and speed. The others aren't as important, so this is a 1 out of 3. But it's Nurse Soy. Nurse Soy is in. We will take that. But the boom. You want this to be plus speed and good special attack, T. So the 16 is a bummer. The 31's in defense and the bulk is always good, but not as necessary because it's switching in on ground and dragon moves, which it's immune to quite often, and fighting moves that it quad resists. That's what it does. Oh. So you're saying there's a chance. Hold on, I gotta get this in the builder now. Now I can doom calc with more stuff. Wait, sorry, we have to. Honestly, God, it's so nice to see y'all. Like, I expected largely when I didn't move over to null or PK that I would have fewer viewers. And y'all keep coming out and hanging. And I love you for that. Calc Doctor? Dave, what are we calcing? What are we calcing? Is this a platinum Kaizo calc? Or is this null? You're playing null now. I'm pretty sure I caught you null. Oh, absolutely. And Am usually clicks Misty Boom on Elite 4. Ruster Grotto Gauntlet. I don't even know what these words mean. Have you sent me a box or something? And okay, null. So let me get a null calc. Isn't there like a Nathan Mellons calc now? Everyone tells you you're wrong. About what? Dave, can you hit me with the calc as well? Like the link itself. Null feels like a guessing game. Well, I think. Oh, you yeah. Thank you, Slothy. I hear the melons one is excellent. It's ready. We don't have the AI yet, and it's definitely a hard game. And Terra intentionally made some things behave differently than we experienced in Run and Bun for sure. So like, it makes sense that it would feel that way. It's designed to like either make you like dissect what happened or kind of get stuck in truck purgatory. So you're not wrong for feeling like it's a guessing game, but the people telling you like, hey, if you don't want it to feel like guessing, like you got to learn it, they're kind of right too. Okay. Gauntlet, cool. Hold on, let me not show Dave's DMs. I don't want anyone else seeing his big schlong that he's been DMing me. Those pictures are for me only. All right. All right. Oh, no box on top though. Monkey, where is SoCalc when we need it? No, Dave, full disclosure, I have done 2 null streams, so I know very little about calcing null, and this is a gauntlet. The people, I don't know why we're like the only people that like it. Like, everyone is just so used to doing this. Like, this is somehow entertaining or like easy and fun to do as a streamer. People are like, well, I kept scrolling anyway. Yes, it will take you 3 whole days to get used to not scrolling. And now I feel like a poor person every time I scroll. All right, we got a Volt Absorb, Light Clay, Pachirisu. Oh, do I get this stuff? Cool. All right. Seems like I'm going to have no way to fast kill this. Oh, and it likes to U-turn. Fantastic. We like that as well. Dave, is there a particular part that you're struggling with, or are you just looking at the whole thing? Because it's not like I can calc the whole thing for you. That's a bit extreme. This is such a cool little setup with the gauntlet. Like, I assume you have an idea of like which mons you're already bringing. Something, right? Like a framework. Like, I can help iron some problems out for you, but I can't. Like, right now, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, Null is a Pokemon game. That is what I can tell you so far. Oh, we have the sticky web button. Oh my god, we have the sticky web button. Alright, so it seems like the end of the thing's going to be harder. So let's look at... Are any of these double battles, perchance? God, these things are so much faster. The last one. Alright, it's a single battle, right? Supreme Overlord Mega Embor. Alright, and what Pokemon are you definitely bringing to the gauntlet, you think? Spirit Shackle, Leaf Blade Synthesis, Tailwind, Decidueye. Double League with Hose Burn and Prim. Metronome, Liquid Voice, Flip Turn, Follow Me. Interesting. What a bizarre... And it only has attacking... It only has 2 attacking moves, so Prim sees itself as a support mon in this game, right? I think that's how it works. Infernal Parade? What does Infernal Parade do? 30% chance to burn 60 power? Oh, okay. It's fire type Hex. Alright, well we have a Protect Crawdon. Can we kill the Prim? We can just kill the Prim with a couple of different things. Luxray kills the Prim. Is this a 2-trainer double? Or is it a true double? I don't know anything about this game. You don't even realize how little you know until you're like walking around blind in a game. Well, I guess because of the way the calc is, it's got to be a 2-trainer double. So if we can kill the Prim side, that seems pretty good. So is this just like electric type sweeps? Okay, but Aura... Okay, so the first turn out, if I use more Pico, then I'll have Aura Wheel stuff. Okay, well, Luxray can kill both as a start. And then after it kills the second one, you're still not dead if you like Oran Berry. You won't be dead to anything. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Monkey. So it looks like Luxray with an Oran Berry is a good lead because you can, assuming it's a 2-battle double, Team Magmagunt and Team Aqua Grunt. Oh, it's definitely two trainers. You have the fire type thing and the water type thing. So you wild charge Prim dies, fast kill, you protect with Crawdaunt, then you wild charge the Cloquavel, slow kill. Cloquavel should have... Sorry, where's Crawdaunt? Crawdaunt will need to be dead to low kick Acro, and then we're baiting Solar Beam. Solar Beam, low kick, acro. Who takes that? Mawile? Mawile, why do you take so much from acro? Holy flying gem acrobatics, Batman. That's less good. Huh. Do we have any options to fast kill this thing? Not really. It's just Aura Wheel. Okay, the other... Yeah, I don't like... I want to kill the Prim because it has the Follow Me, which is always super annoying. Right, unless we can fast kill this, which we don't have at all. If you remember correctly, Prim and they have pre-damage of enemy mons? What? Hold on. Dave's not even giving me the information to do the fight. Dave, did you not read? Dave doesn't read the doc. Trainer battle, so it's going to be like pre-damage into Blaze. Isn't there a... Oh, this one. What level are our Pokemon? 66. Oh, I'm in the wrong split. What split is this? Norman split? That looks like a Norman split situation. Typhlosion is pre-damage to 61 HP, which is presumably Blaze. And Prim is pre-damage to 153 HP. Okay. 153 is a crazy number. Okay. So a Crawdon can just kill it if we want. But we can't out-prioritize Follow Me. Do we have Fake Out in the box? Incineroar as Fake Out. So, like, Fake Out Prim. And Aqua Jet would kill, but it doesn't seem very good. Tricosold is actually not that slow. That's useful. Still a little too slow, though. So let's just get this guy in Blaze. This is 61 HP. We have Blaze Heat Waves to deal with. Oh, and Talon's faster. That's nice. Just no. Do you have a, who else has Protect? I don't know who the Protect Mons are. Is it just? You know what these moves are? Mountain Glide? This game is made up. Is that the only Protect Mon? Oh, Cloth. Alright. Cloth would bait Aqua Step low kick. And probably still... Yeah. And Scallopy. Scallopy would bait Heat Wave, which is less ideal. Cloth, 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 Cloth. Alright, let's try Cloth. So Cloth also baits Beam. And we can... You bait Beam and then low kick Aqua Step. Yeah. I still can't go... I could go Victory Bell on low kick Aqua Step. No problem. Okay? And that would let you just clear the right side. So you go like Prim, whatever, you go that plus 3 HSY. And we turn 1 we killed Prim with Supercell Slam. Turn 2 we kill Quavel with Magnet boosted Supercell Slam. Wait, does Supercell Slam miss? It has crash damage like you can miss. Surely it's 100% accurate in this game. No magnet. Oh my god, these level cap things throw me off. Okay. So we can go back to the Luxray version. Do you have... The Luxray version does it naturally, but then you are dead to Heat Wave, which I guess is fine, because you're already going to be dead to Heat Wave on the other slot. So, Wild Charge, then you have Victory Bell and Luxray, both dead to Heat Wave, so you're always gonna get Heat Wave. You can go back to Cloth and go to like Crawdaunt, Aqua Jet, kill Typhlosion, and position somebody to win. I mean, Crobat probably does some nice things here. Yeah, then Crobat cleans up. I don't know if you have Sharp Beak or not, but surely you have at least Muscle Band. Muscle Band, Brave Bird, plus Aqua Jet kills. So those 5 beat it. Obviously, you would have to plan the rest of the gauntlet with those 5, which is a different challenge, but that fight's doable. HSY, how many do I have left? I got done, and done. Oh, we can go get another encounter now. Right. You are very welcome, Dave. Hope it helps. Good luck. Catch your next stream. I got a lot of, although you'll be asleep by the time I got free time. I got free time in the afternoon to watch somebody. Tomorrow evening, wifey goes out to dinner. The last thing we have is Sky Pillar. In Sky Pillar, we have Flygon. Woohoo! Huge Flygon. We got this. Flygon E4. We're going to have our first Draco Meteor of the run. I love Flygon. I don't even care. I know that it's not good neat at this point. I understand that. I still love this mon. You know who walls this? Enamorous walls that. Let's just bring it at level 90. It'll be great. Earthquake, Draco Meteor, Outrage, U-Turn. Altaria. We'll lead Altaria as well. We'll bring our 2 fairy types and they will do the job. And we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm not a first impression Flygon believer. I am a big believer in Flygon doesn't need first impression because the flex slot is better. Alright, and honestly, those are the 2 Pokemon. Nobody else is gonna do anything here. Oh, I can bring Grimmsnarl. Used it once. Yeah, that's like the place. People... There are certain techs in Run and Bun that aren't nearly as valuable as people think they are because they're immediately useful. Sometimes text, sometimes Pokemon. Like Drapion is crazy good when you get it. And then it's fine. Maybe it's even good after Surf Sim. But it's not, like Dark types are useful and Dark Poison is a good typing. But it kind of like needs help, and it tends to want to do a lot of special Pokemon matchups. It doesn't have that much special bulk, right? That's why Muck is so good. Okay, we got to lead this guy because we're going to turn 1 Mega on it. Now it deserves all my praise. I'm a big, I think Santos is quite difficult. Everybody talks about Tori and Tia, but I think Santos is the harder fight. And when I say harder, I know it's simpler to plan, but like it's easier to, it's harder to have that fight be riskless, I find. Drapion 1v1 Zam, bad chest. Done that. I have done that. Little Misty Seed Shell Armor guy, always good. It's crazy that Sky Pillar Floor 1 is entirely duped, even Cleavor. Crazy. Floor 1. Oh, I guess I need the bike, huh? Oh, I disagree strongly. I've done Toriantia with so many boxes. And I don't think T is still in here. For a while, T sent me his box every time he got to Toriantia because he always thought it was. He kept telling me that he it was all he had. So I was like, send me the box, and I cooked a riskless line for him with his box after the fact, and like tried to help him learn more about it. And to his credit, after like I think the second time we looked at a Toriantia together, he's calced like 7 nearly riskless ones or riskless to nearly riskless ones since then. I don't think it's box checky at all. I think that you are expected to have the things that you need to do that fight. With the exception of sometimes you just don't get dark types. I'll give you that. But like almost any dark type can do that battle, and you don't need multiple dark types. You need like a Protect Mon that baits close combat. You need a lead that baits Psychic Fangs and a Dark move, which is like any poison type. You pre-paralyze it. You need a special attacker that can bait Bisharp before Gothitelle and kill the Bruxish, which is most grass types that you can get in the game. Maybe not most, but like half of them, and you have 3 or 4 grass type encounters by that point. And then you can also break the fight with Encore. So there, I can't. I'm sorry. I think the Toriantia is really technical, and it's a skill check for where it sits in the game. But like, if you've been to late game, where that level of fight is commonplace, Toriantia is just, it's a 4 Pokemon double battle. And Gothitelle fights are tricky, no question, but the tools are there. It's definitely a Terra Lockers fight, though. Definitely a Terra Lockers style of fight. Well, stop getting your grass types killed, Dave. That's not the game's fault. My tools are dead versus I don't have the tools. Those are not the same thing. Come on. Come on. Actually, that grass type doesn't do the job, Monkey. I would have said that comment. I had it ready to go, locked and loaded. Don't you worry. But it's an Intimidate lead, so that doesn't actually do the job. Whoops. I reset on Toriantia once because I did a Torterra Talonflame line in my pre-going live era, and I earthquaked my Talonflame after Roost. Ah. Oof. This is tricky. No, I had it. Do I really have to do the whole thing? I do. That's crazy. That's actually quite difficult. They don't even let you restart, or like pause. All right, before I go anywhere, let's see if we can Let's see what Pokemon are here. This is not my encounter. This is me figuring out what floor I'm on because this game is dumb. Apparently there are no Pokemon in here. Oh, so it must be an even numbered floor? Sure. Also fair, Dave, but it's more about just like I don't do accidental encounters, so I have to call it out. Hello again. So I don't think the summit has anything. So this has got to be floor 5. After Flygon, you got it, monkey. Salamence. Ow. All goats. What a crazy table this is, by the way. I'm going to try to run once. Yeah. Yeah. That's why we were doing the Nurse Soy thing. Archon, that's so cute. So with a Nam, you have a pivot, or rather just a 4x resist for the 8th gym. Yeah. The 8th gym leads with a Sneasler, and it has a Sneasler, it has a Keldeo, a water fighting type, and it has a Salamence with Dragon Rush. So there's a bunch of stuff that Enamorus can kill and pivot on. Stop dual wing beating my nurse! How many? What is the... Salamence is 20%, by the way. Neither looks great. I think the back-to-back is just harder overall than one. I actually don't think that one is in general a very hard gym leader when you factor in the fact that you are given a guaranteed Urshifu by the game, and Urshifu dunks on one. But as a general statement, the double battle gym leaders in this game are just not as hard as the single battle gym leaders. By the way, 1 in 4 dual wing beat. 1 in 4. I don't know why this has to be this way. Surely we can outrun a Dragonite. Bro! 50% dragon moves. Yep, apparently not. 0% dragon moves. Just give me my Flygon. Because in the actual catching of the Mon, I think that is still a real part of the challenge, and so I am Mega-ing on exactly Flygon, so I have 2 Pokemon that wall Flygon. I don't really have a Mon that gets out of that one. Arrow is a 5% encounter. Dual Wing beats Stone Edge. I think I need to go kill that. I really can't. There we go. We did it. We got another dragon move. We've seen 3 Hydreigons. They're also 10% encounters. We have seen the full table other than Flygon, by the way. Everything but Flygon. This is Dave's fault. Bro, it's like 20 lines. Yeah, this is how you do an encounter stream, because it literally takes you all night. Like, is it just not in the table? I'm starting to believe it's not there. At least now they're clicking Dual Wing Beat, or they're not clicking Dual Wing Beat. IB left a bad first impression, but Monkey got jokes, but the joke's on you, Monkey. You're the one that said Calc Doctor after you catch Flygon. I have half a mind to go catch Flygon elsewhere. Like, I can go get myself a Safari Zone Flygon and not bother with all this stuff. Bang! That's how you get a guaranteed encounter. Screw you, Monkey. I just realized you can Earthquake me because I did that. Whoops. Of course he's going to click that. Yep. Yep. It's okay. It's still the second best wall I have for it. It was still better than getting Draco Meteored. Back-to-back U-turn crits is interesting. All right. Box refill complete. Quiet. You want speed on this guy, but you know what? It's a Draco Meteor. That's a max special attack Draco Meteor off of what? 100 special attack, if I remember? 80. Huge 80 special attack. Let's go. This is solid. I think most of the time Flygon needs a Choice Scarf to outspeed stuff anyway. So I think this is pretty solid. And then Outrage is our whatchamacallit slot. That's our flex slot. You know what? It's massive or not, it's the Dracos. Those are the Dracos I have. All right, let's leave Sableye underleveled. I guess there's no reason to level up Flygon either. Let's take a look at the builder now that we have some new toys. All right, Monkey, you redeem Calc Doctor. Do I have... I do not have your box in the DMs. Looking for help with the Shed Shell double. I love the Shed Shell double. I think that's an underrated tricky fight. It's not called Shed Shell double. It's called like Parasol Lady. Bang, look at that. Look at that. Too big. You should be able to just send a text file. Usually that's not an issue. Right, if you just take your Showdown export and like attach a notepad file, that should be fine. Copy from a script in Control V. That's what I usually do too. There we go. It's in 3 messages. Yeah, it really wouldn't let him do it. Crazy. So we have this Kingdra by itself, W. That looks like the full box. All right. Color coding. Step question 1. Do we have a mon that outspeeds Raichu? We do. That's good. That's a great start. So right off the bat, Monkey, one of my favorite leads for this fight is a 1 HP lead, so you can get a fake out quick attack turn. Only works if you have a mon that outspeeds both of them. But 1 HP Talon might be your friend. Now let's look at possible sweepers. Almost always you want to sweep the Lightning Rod side first, so you can finish the job with the Togedemaru that everyone has, of course. So Exca or Turtle should be able to kill the left side while I pivot around, struggling to find the pivot change without using all of my mons and be able to clear. Yeah, very typical. Turtle is kind of annoying because of Earthquake. So you end up damaging your own friends. And so it's one of those that like seems great in theory, and then it makes it really difficult to work in practice. Drill Run Exa has a little bit more potential. Marky, what's up? Great to see you. I'm doing great. Excadrill can kill Raichu after Intim. Yes, most things can kill the Raichu, but it can't stay in and sweep, so it ends up not helping you long term. Okay. So how about 1 HP Talonflame? And then that's going to bait you Quick Attack, Fake Out, and you can go into Togedemaru. And Togedemaru is going to bait Close Combat after that, so you have a Pivot and a Fake Out Mon. And that'll let you burn the Intimidate turn. And basically have whatever you want on the other slot. Because if I remember, Gastrodon is so bad that it can't... Ooh, Earth Power, actually. Hold on. Hello? Hello, Soft Sand Gastrodon. I see you, modest 30 special attack Gastrodon. Sweeps the right side. Doesn't bait Grass Knot. Monkey. Monkey, we have the Thuta Goat. W strategy of clicking Earth Power, Earth Power, Earth Power. And nobody does it like me, what can I say? But we do need... Earth Power is not a doubles move. So I actually would take more damage that way. His name is Thuta. That's perfect. That's amazing. So what we need is... Usually what you have to do is deal with... It's a Marowak that's tricky. Correct. You should be able to just ignore and sweep. Do you want me to keep going, or is that already enough? Sure. I've typically Parasect has been quite good. So let's try this. 1 HP Talonflame still baits the 2 moves. That'll let you go into your Protectmon on turn 2 and bait Marowak for a kill. Of course, your Goon is Guts, but we can get rid of the black glasses in the calc, so you'll be dead to low kick. So turn 1, you take Fake Out and Quick Attack. You go to Goon, Quick Attack plus Fake Out. You'll have to pre-damage a little bit to be dead to low kick Marowak, but you will be. You protect turn 2. So turn 1, you KO, you go to Goon. Turn 2, Marowak comes out because Goon is in slot 2. Or you can just have Gastrodon be in slot 1. Actually, Gastrodon in slot 1 across from Raichu will bait Party Order because you fast kill the Rhyperior. But you still need Goon to be pre-damaged so that you get low kick into that slot. You kill it. It's dead. Now you're getting close combat from the Raptor. On the Raptor close combat, you go to what? Raichu? Your Raichu fast? Your Raichu is fast. Your Raichu will sweep the right side pretty much. All right, this is kind of over. So we go to Raichu on the turn we kill Rhyperior. It doesn't matter that its speed ties the Raptor because you're going to fake out the Raptor. So you take the close combat. He is not going to be -1 speed because of -1 defense because of White Herb. But it's okay. You go Raichu on the close combat. Rhyperior dies, side down. Then you go Togedemaru and fake out. And then you go fake out with Togedemaru. And you kill the Raptor with Thunderbolt Raichu. And then you have slot 1 Togedemaru, who will bait Lumineon because you show fast kill to the Gyarados. So the Lumineon will come in. Lumineon is slower than Raichu, so you can click Nuzzle and Wild Charge, and it dies after you break the Sash and lower its speed with Nuzzle, and then Togedemaru just one-shots the Gyarados through Intimidate. Yeah, that's super free. Super free! 1 HP Fastmon lead. I'm telling you. I mean, you also have the guaranteed sweeper, which makes it free. But it's usually the reason the double priority lead is so good on this fight is that Marowak is the real problem, and allowing you to offset your protect to turn 2 allows you to protect on a random move Marowak instead of switching into a 50-50 random move Marowak. Definitely keep in mind when you see fake out, when you see double priority move, especially fake out, right? Fake out fast kill is one easy way to get a guaranteed move in run and run. So very solid leads, especially focus sash fake out guys, because it's like, oh wow, I'll just go to my Togedemaru and I'll break the sash with Iron Barbs. Adamant one attack Togi. Love to see it. Love to see it. Yeah, I'm telling you, people talk about the mix, Monkey, but you know, all the Mons are good. You have as good of a Gastrodon as you can get. Oh, you have an offensive Gastrodon. It actually isn't the greatest. Funny box. Arbok making it out. Oh, you got the Quill Torterra early game, so we're winning. We're living good. Raindish Ludi. Quick attack. Quick attack. It's quick attack's turn 1 is just fast kill, right? It's you're faster than Staraptor, so it's fast kill over slow kill. Porygon. Analytic Porygon. Let's go. Huge 30 special attack though. There's no, it isn't, yeah, it's not if you showed kill, then it would be Desperation AI. But no, this is just pure fast kill over slow kill. But your Gastrodon's not dead to Raptor. Yeah. So yeah, Monkey, in order, like, when I'm approaching this fight, I'm starting and saying, do I have a special attacking ground type or water type? Well, special attacking ground type to sweep the left. Okay, if not, do I have a physical one and a 1 HP lead? And then if those two things don't work, then I start getting creative. But like, those are my standard approaches. All right, anyone else in chat got a Calc Doctor they won? Only downside to doing Calc Doctor is that my megas go away, and the things that are naturally underleveled go back to being underleveled. let's look at Juan. I don't really want to calc the battles in the gym. Let's just see if we can do some spicy Juan calcs. All right. 223. Let's look at Enamorous speed tiers. This is why I was looking at this and saying Timid's the way. Is Timid not even fast enough for this? Timid is slower than Keldeo, and Moonblast doesn't kill. That's actually very disheartening. Zoom Lens Hurricane? Alright. Alright. But we could get a Tailwind set up. Alright, so starting position. We lead. If we're doing Tailwind angle, that would mean Volcarona lead with my Crawdon. Crawdon baits Freeze Dry from base Glalie. Volcarona baits nothing. So we get Freeze Dry close combat in level 80 to 85 Crawdon. Kind of choose. Turn 1 we protect. The Mega happens. Turn 2 we overheat the Glalie. And we switch to a Ghost type. Kind of have to be I wonder if Sableye can do it. My Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl's up here. Also doesn't kill. My new Mons don't seem to be any better than my old Mons. Who could have foreseen this? All right, let's go back to the other. I was trying not to show this lead because I thought it would be cool if I could make it work, but I haven't been able to make it work anyway. Citrus Berry Natural Gift Hawlucha has a lot of potential here. Citrus Berry Natural Gift is a Psychic type move, so turn 1 I could bring Sneasler down to its Sash and activate Unburden all at once. I wonder if I don't do that. Maybe I don't want to Sash. Well, here, let's just follow this now that I have new Mons. This was the one idea I've had so far that had some merit. It absolutely goes wrong in some situations, but turn 1, we Natural Gift a Sneasler to Sash, we activate Unburden, we protect. Turn 2, we close combat the Glalie, it dies. And we switch Trevenant in. -1 Hawlucha is dead to Hydro Pump. So we get Keldeo for Hydro Pump or coaching into Sneasler. We put fly on the set. And we fly up, and we horn leech the Keldeo. Keldeo will either is very likely to coaching Sneasler or Hydro Pump. It's not a 50-50. I think it's more likely to coaching, but Sneasler's 1 HP, so we don't care. And it's also slower than Sneasler, so we really don't care. So we horn leech, and then Sneasler also gets to do what it wants. Sneasler can poison jab the Hawlucha, but it's 80% to Icy Wind. So it can poison jab either slot 10%, or it can Icy Wind 80%. And so we fly up and we hope for Icy Wind, and then we heal on the Trevenant. Heals on the Keldeo with Horn Leech, we never die. If we even get Poison Jab into Trevenant 10%, then Citrus plus healing takes us back to fullish. Full-ish, keyword. But Poison Jab, Poison Touch is like 40% or 45% to poison. So that's where things can go off the rails if we don't get the 80% Icy Wind. Because immediately we'll get like at least 2 out of 3 random, and it can even be full random Salamence. But it's always Salamence for an attack. So we fly up, we Horn Leech, and then we have another choice. We can double KO with Sucker Punch plus Fly Landing. We have to. We have to kill with Sucker Punch and Fly Landing, otherwise Sneasler can kill me. Yeah. So we double kill, and then on the double kill, we're going to get Legion for Spirit Shackle, and Salamence for Dual Wing Beat, and potentially other moves. And so this is where it kind of goes haywire. Maybe I can just sack there, because now Lucha's on the field and it's not doing anything. What I really need is somebody to come in and be helpful. Who's gonna do that? My original idea was kind of silly, but I don't hate it. Just go Crook. Go Crook and like don't get a billion crits. And we just live. We just live not getting double crit. And then we'll always be a water move, which we can totally die to because we're Spirit Shackled in. And then on the other slot, somebody's got to come in. The fact that you don't kill is so frustrating. Another E4 question. Did I have much trouble routing Skew to Liquidation Flip? It's a tricky fight, so it's always difficult, but I've done 4 E4s and I have never once allowed the thing to flip turn. It's never been possible. So again, it's one of those. A lot of people don't route them that way. For me, it's a requirement. I'm not running an E4 with 50-50s that devolve into me losing something like 10% of the time. So rest assured, if you find 6 Pokemon that are doing the Elite Four, and you have 6 Pokemon walking into the champion, you'll be able to do the champion safely. The 5-Mon ones can get kind of dicey. 6 Mons there. Alright, what do I have that beats Salamence? I have Avalugg that inexplicably can kill it through Yachi Berry, which is crazy. That we can just like never melt ice and kill this fool. That's actually an insane calc. And we're not dead to Fire Blast because of our rock typing. Holy. But we would need something to take the attacks. So to me, like, that's such a nice lead and it goes nowhere. Because the Hawlucha is like, oh great, you killed Sneasler and you killed Glalie and you killed Keldeo, but those are the most abusable Pokemon on the fight. Like, so you get rid of the easy stuff, you leave all the hard stuff. So I have to figure out, I haven't figured out a way to get Keldeo to be the bum that it is. Because that's usually the way that you can beat this fight cleanly, is that you either make Sneasler click a billion close combats, right? And close combat and Poison Jab are both immunity moves, so you can get a lot of mileage out of that. Or I don't remember what I was saying. Looks like I might be tired. Yeah, I really don't think, even though the Lucha League looks so promising, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like, great, I can kill the bums, but they're bums. Infernape gets Tomb, right? Yeah, Rock Tomb is the speed control move. So other things that I considered doing was like close combat Ape. But then it gets muddy water, and Ape is actually slower than Keldeo because his Keldeo is level 92. Because it isn't enough to give him a legendary, it has to be a plus speed legendary that's over the level cap. This is like a silly complaint, but one thing I actually don't like when there is a hard level cap in the game, but the opponent doesn't abide by it. And I fully admit that that is a ridiculous take, because the whole concept of these Nuzlocke games is that your opponent has things that you don't, right? They have Pokemon that you can't have. They have natures that you're not going to have. They have 31 in every IV. Like, they have stuff that you don't have, and that's the point. And the hard part of the game is like figuring out how to win anyway. But for some reason, that extra level is like, it's the last straw. It's like, not that. Everything else, but not that. Well, the memes I'm cool with, where it's like 20 levels over because it's a Wormadam and it sucks. But like, this is a Keldeo. It's a legendary, right? It already has 600 base stat total. Like, it doesn't need a level buff. If he wants to put a level 100 love disc in Juan's gym, in Juan's team, go for it. Like, that's a meme, and I respect you for it. But like, I don't know. I know I'm just being a curmudgeon, but I stand by the take. I have a fairy type. I can bait poison jab now. I did not think about that. Are you dead to a Glalie Blizzard? No. So I can bait poison jab, but I can't. Okay. I can bait poison jab, but I can't prevent Glalie from attacking unless I lead Hawlucha. Does Hawlucha bait Blizzard? No. The coaching was so likely, though, Marky. So likely. I think the Keldeo is one of the more beatable mons. And there's plenty of lines where you get coaching on purpose, but tricky. Coaching is one of those weird AI moves you can almost never guarantee either. Right? It's hard to prevent and it's hard to guarantee. Pivot move into... I had so much fun, man. I've done so many pivot move into bug things. That's probably the number one bug I've abused. What's funny about it happening in his stream is that the Intim plays. So, like, even if it didn't matter before, if the game is filled with Illuminated and Intimidate Pokemon, and so if he is ever killed with a turn move before and sent in the Intim guy, it plays Intim, it plays Illuminate, it pops up on the screen, and then the other Pokemon comes out. So, like, I guarantee you that has already happened on his stream before. Totally get it, Marky. It's a tricky one. I still have shake fist moments when I look at old fights that didn't go the way I had hoped. How about Fighting Gem? Oh, I have Overheat. Hold on. What if it's just Ape Overheat and Enamorous lead? Ape Overheat, go Enamorous. Sorry. The problem with that is he can protect, right? There were so many things I had looked at before that needed nothing. Enamorous is the only mon that, in my box that baits Poison Jab. So I was hoping that Enamorous opening up Jab leads would give me something useful, but I so far honestly haven't seen it help at all. Because Enamorous is too bulky for this level 93 Glalie, who can't deal any damage because it sucks. Because Glalie, worst monkey, because Glalie's a bum. Please wipe. Thank you, Dave. This whole run is Dave's fault. Everything about it. Dave did it. I may have played 2 more full playthroughs of this game without Glalie, but Glalie still makes me the angriest of all the encounters I've ever had. Screw that mon. I found value out of Porygon 2. I have gotten value out of so many garbage Pokemon, but not stupid inner focus piece of shit Glalie. F that guy, man. Not many. Here. Let's take a look. Wrong place. All right. I didn't mark off the stuff that I'll just have to go through. But in Little Root, I didn't get Sobble line. Inteleon is the only one I didn't get. Lillipup, Bunnelby, and Deerling, and Poochyena actually all I never had, so still a lot of Pokemon left there. We got Skitty. Entirely duped. Nothing new. We didn't get Ralts. Paris, Scatterbug, meaning Pavilion, Ekans, and Komi, Ledybug, and Yanma all still available, which is kind of crazy how many mons there are on 104 that just don't appear elsewhere in the game. Farfetch'd, Pancham, Meditite all left. What else? So it's funny, I looked at this before, Monkey, because I came up with a concept that I will never ever do, which is called the leftover lock, where I don't do a Nuzlocke at all. I take every single Pokemon that I have yet to catch across the 3 runs, assuming I would have won this one, and I just play the game with no starter, or like maybe I take a mon that is a starter type mon that from later in the game and just get it earlier, and just see what happens. Because there's no diversity in the box because of how the game works out. Right, like I've already gotten every water type that's available, so I would like day 1 we would know 0 water types. We'd get Rhyhorn and Nose Pass, Snover, Swinub, Hatena, there's our fairy type, and Drowsy. No electric type. We would get Chikorita as our grass type. Or, you know, Paris, Weeping Bell. So we even get a Chlorophyll. We have a guaranteed Chlorophyll mon at some point. Groudon counter. Mudbray's our ground type. Herdier again. This is later. Gallade and Gardevoir are still available, so we have a guaranteed one of those. Fully duped. Yanma, Hatena are left. Swinub again. Fungus is available. We would get Toxtricity, which would be our Mega Pidgeot counter. Stunfisk, unless I decide to pick up one here. I have the choice to get it in this game if I want it, but for now I'm saving it as a roamer route. This is fully duped. We could get Solosis Duosion. Sigilif is left, which is insane. Mawile, I will probably end up getting one. Shelmet, which becomes Excelgor. There's our guaranteed Kirlia. That table's fully duped at this point because we already got a guaranteed Toxel. We would get Granbull as another fairy type. And have to make a. I think based on my rule set, Scyther is duped because I had both evolutions of it. Then we'd get one of these. Almost all of this is still available. Rhydon and Mamoswine are left if we didn't already pick one up earlier. So you can see a lot of the same, like I have stuff left, but it's the same stuff. We get a guaranteed Metagross, which is also the best Game Corner mon available. Meteor Falls is fully duped. We get a Relicanth at level 90. Or Pace Goodra. Sick. Duped, 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 duped. Probopass or regular Raichu. Or we can get an Electivire. Apom, Ambipom, and Audino is still left. Amazing that I didn't get an Audino yet. I'm doing a Cheesemo milk. I mean, I ain't milking anything. I'm barely playing. I've done 1 2/3 attempts in 6 months. I started to play Null, and I was calcing the run and bun fights offline, and I started my head started to lose the run and bun sauce and started thinking in Null terms, and I'm not a multiple game person. I either have to stop playing run and bun and pick up a new game and never return, or I need to finish it out. And I'm still not sure that I'm going to finish this out because it's just not fun right now. Sootopolis Gym is not enjoyable to calc. It just feels impossible and unfair. And that's what I signed up for, but I'm only going to do it if I enjoy it. What else is here? Nothing. We would get a huge Tepig, big pig, and a Incineroar. Medicham or a Gardevoir thing. We can get a Bulbasaur, guaranteed Viv. Go get ourselves a nice Crookie or Chespin, which is crazy. Lots of mons to sack. Terra Stream. How did I miss that? Yeah, there's lots of good stuff. It's more about like what you're missing. There's no 4x water resists left in the game. There's no 4x fire resists left in the game, I believe. I don't think there are any dragon types left, period. Which dragon typing is really good to resist mons that have multiple elemental moves. Oh, there's regular Goodra. Regular Goodra would be available. Frostlass is still available for now. Pumpkaboo as a guaranteed ghost type. Spiritomb, shout out to Detra. Lilligant Hisui, I think, is the only close combat left in the game. Anything else? Oh, Hose Burnt! Guaranteed Hose Burnt! We're in business. And then this is like where we are in late game. Oh, forgot the goat sock! You're right. I haven't pulled anything in the early game corner because I never. We're definitely pulling Jinx so I can do more Encore strats. Game corner Jinx. After this Salazzle Hawlucha run, I mean, how could I not? How could I not do more cheating Encore calcs? That last stream was hilarious. I clicked like 16 Encores in 3 fights. Something ridiculous. And they weren't even riskless. All right, what if maybe I can use Starmie and sack it. I was looking at Starmie lines, but I didn't consider the part where I just let it die. So, let's consider that. So, level 91 Starmie can turn 1 rapid spin as we protect with, maybe is it rapid spin? We'll see. All right, maybe we do the leave Glalie up mistake again because we don't learn lessons. The goat is Magmortar. That's the goat. The other option is to just like sack them on. Let's look at sack options. I think it's safe to say I'm gonna have to do some sacking. So what if I protect Tailwind, and then I just straight up sack them on? So we KO the Glalie with Overheat, and we go... I'm just gonna say Avalugg or Reboot. Reboot hasn't appeared in a single calc. Sack Reboot. Send Crawdaunt back out, so we bait another close combat, and then have slot 2 Keldeo, so in Tailwind we're still baiting Secret Sword. We are faster, but we're slower with Crawdaunt even in Tailwind, so do we U-turn to break Sash? Let's say we do. Let's say we U-turn to break Sash. And now we have Enamorus on field. And this has got some potential. Protect Enam on field. We Pixie Plate. It still doesn't kill because I'm 16 special attack. Beautiful. Here's my 1 choice specs. W, no life orb. Okay, so we specs Moonblast you. What slot are you in? Either slot would bait, but slot independent. Okay, so I can choose Gorgeous. So I can choose to have a higher level Crawdaunt and be Sticky Barb. So turn 1 I protect, turn 2 I go Reboot, he dies, turn 3 I protect again, I U-turn to break Sash, and I go Enam. Or I could U-turn to kill Keldeo and be Pixie Plate. Options. That actually seems pretty good, because then I confirm the range. So it's U-turn Keldeo, protect. then we Tailwind, KO, U-turn, KO. So then Tailwind would end. That's kind of okay though, isn't it? Tailwind, protect, KO, sack, bring back, protect, U-turn. KO. KO Trevenant in. So KO Keldeo. Trevenant is in. Trevenant baits dual wing beat. And Enamorous baits poison jab. This is why we've kept Trevenant under leveled, because level 88 Trevenant baits dual wing beat guaranteed. And then if we can get guaranteed dual wing beat, we can send out Goodra. And then Goodra will get Mence to -2 speed. We don't even need the Sticky Barb on Daunt. Can we level up Daunt to be not dead to poison jab? Looks like we can. It's the Glalie situation though. What level? What level? 86? 86. Alright, so edged 86 would do it so that we could be 87 as we take this poison jab. And then we could just be Pecha and never bait Icy Wind. So, Tailwind Protect, Overheat, Sack, U-turn, Pixie Plate, Moonblast, KO Keldeo, go Trevenant on close combat. Go Goodra and Daunt. Have Pecha on this guy. No, that doesn't work at all. Because Goodra's just baiting kills. Okay, what about... I don't know, kind of devolves from there. Alright, let's call it a night. That was the first time I got some juices flowing at all on that fight, so that's good. Nothing came together, but I think it's safe to say we're going to be sacking. I think that that's going to be a theme of this gym. And we're going to roll out here with like 20 Mons and try to scrape together the rest of the game. All right, let's see if Danger made good on going live and needs to be rated. Ooh, Miku's live too. I'm hitting up Danger. Thanks for hanging out, Dave, Monkey, Slothy. Y'all have been riding the whole time. Marky, appreciate y'all. Have a great night. Much love.
It's definitely going to be. It's going to be between them. And I'm not going to lie to you. Those two.
lot of goats live though. Danger, Colt, Detra, Miku. Looks like Cheese is done. Good day of content.